I guess it's afternoon actually. Oh, almost. I'm going to come on and answer everybody's questions. I've had a lot of Ascension Symptoms coming on in the last week, and I'm told by my team that I'm going to have to rest over the next couple of days. A lot of energy coming in. And this isn't just energy coming in for everyone, but rather for a few of us, including me. But I know a lot of people will begin opening and ascending and anchoring more and more light and having ascension symptoms. And this is what's going to be taking place largely for many over this upcoming year. And then as we move along, it'll open further and further. So a lot of you will notice changes due to ascension. Due to ascension, like you'll notice your diet will change, your thoughts change. Friends and family members come and then they go. Other people come into your life. I love what William was saying to me the other day. You know, family isn't just about blood. It's about having that energetic connection with another. And you know, when someone's in your life and they are helping you and they're uplifting you and they're helping you feel good, you know, that to me is family. That is what family is. So I've had a lot of, you know, shifts and changes in my life too, as we're anchoring more light. And my team is talking to me and saying that you're about to, you know, ascension is about opening and expanding. It's also about taking in more and more light. And so you'll take it in and you'll get to a point, right? And then you have waves that will come. And then you're ready for the next step. So you'll go the next step. And then you'll have waves coming and coming. And then you'll go to the next step. So what's happening with me right now is my team's telling me I'm about to go and open again to the next step. So I'm about to open and expand in order for my channels to open with more light pooling in, more clarity of channeling. It's just the next step. But what that means is that it's important for me to rest over the next few days. So that's what I'll be doing. But I thought I would come on and answer any questions that anybody has in regards to channeling. And I'll do my best to answer these questions. I love seeing all of the comments on the course wall. I'm watching all of the lives, and I'm watching and seeing, you know, people's, you know, comments about, yeah, I am. I'm like Pokemon evolving. That's exactly what's happening. Yes. So it's like the next growth spurt, if you want to call it like that. And I know myself and many other channelers that are really, really open, they're seeing March as being a time when it's like, I think we're going to get another increase of energy coming, a lot of expansion for many, a lot of energy coming, a lot of growth, a lot of people awakening on the globe. And so the main theme is it's going to start to happen, and then March it's going to start to open and evolve on the planet. At least that's what I keep hearing. So if I hear it, you know, about 50 times, I'm just like, okay, I'll believe it. You know, only takes a few times. So I love seeing all the posts on the course wall of each of you talking about what you're experiencing. Experiencing the energy and what messages you're receiving, and what angel cards you're pulling for another and also for yourselves. I love how I'm seeing so many of you come on live. Let me tell you, last summer I did a course for 3 months, and I didn't see anybody coming live. until I got in there and stirred the pot a little bit with everybody and got them on live with me. Channeling in the beginning can be tiring. Over channeling can be tiring. So you have to pace your energy. Really important. And as you open and expand, even more important. So you just need to come to a place of adjustment, getting used to the increase of energy and sensing the energy around you even more. Today, today I can hear I hear God talking in my right ear. I've got Jesus right behind me, watching me, chatting with me. And the other day, Jesus said to me, he said, "You really are a little mini maestro, aren't you?" And I said, "Well, yeah. Somebody's got to get out there and get everybody up and going, because there is a huge amount of people about to awaken on the globe. And where are they going to turn to? Who are they going to talk to? Who are they going to speak with? Where are they going to come? There's only one of me. I'd like to say I could duplicate myself by 20 and help more people, but I can't. So there's you, each of you. Yes. Yep. A lot of energy coming in. So, you know, a lot of people are saying they wake up in the middle of the night and they're kind of feeling like this buzzing energy around them. And almost like you can hear it too. Or you feel like all this energy is coming in through your chakras. Massive increase in incoming. It's coming. So what do I do when I know this is coming? I rest, I relax, I ground, I eat high vibrational foods. I stay away from low vibrational people and content. Hi, Tina. Woohoo! All right, Tina's here. So I'm going to come on live to answer any of your questions. Yeah, you know, as soon as you come into a course like this, you're like, yes, please, I want to open more and I want to channel, so bring it on. And then they all go, okay. Incoming, yes, around 3 or 4 a.m. That's right, Summer. That's what I've noticed too, several times. Or you'll notice all your chakras are open. And like your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar chakra, all the way up. And you're just getting a lot of energy coming. So, well, you know, here's the thing. You have to question, Edgar, is it best to move in that direction? Or is that the old coming up to the surface to be transmuted into the light? Because a lot of us will have stuff that's happened in the past, whatever it is, and it will come up and rotate in here, and it's getting ready to be transmuted. So that's the question. Right. So ask your team, is it best to go there again? Or is this coming into my mind as something that is getting transmuted? As you shift and evolve and you move in this direction, a lot will just kind of come into your mind that you hadn't been thinking of for a while. Yeah, I've said that too, Edgar. Okay, bring it on, but they'll give it to you in increments, and you can ask them to step back. You can ask for it to slow down. Ascension can't happen overnight. It can't happen quickly because your little body wouldn't be able to take it, let alone your mind, let alone your energy body. So so the question for you, Edgar, is it best to go there, or is this something that's popping into my mind repeatedly to be transmuted? Is this an old thought pattern, an old tape pattern that keeps going on in my mind? They're telling you to follow your gut instinct. And in your gut, you're getting tight feeling. It's not open and light, like, go, call her, go there, go in that direction. You're getting a tight feeling for a reason. So what you can do with this is you can hand it off to your team of angels. You can hand it off to your spirit guides. You can hand it off to Eric. And they'll help you create more balance in here with that. And it will resolve itself. Oh, they're talking about it being self-love time. It's about self-love and self-growth. No one outside of yourself can give you that but you. Okay? So no one can do that for you but you. Is the path of self-love always cupcakes and roses and puppies and unicorns? No. No, it's not. Sometimes you feel lonely. Sometimes you feel like you miss certain parts of someone, but it forces you to go inwards. And then you just keep walking. You do things to take good care of yourself. You do fun things. You hang out with high vibrational people. And you move in that direction. Ask your team to help you often. Yeah, Tara, absolutely yes. I mean, there's some nights I'm like, well, I don't think I'm sleeping tonight. You know, like you can't sleep. Because there's so much energy. You can ask them to step back. You can ask them to ease off. You can ask to be shielded from so much light and energy. I call it light energy, same thing. Do you have any suggestions for that? Jesus says, nope, just hang on. It's going to come in a wave and then it will subside. And he's kind of cracking one saying that, you know, he'd love to tell you that there aren't more waves coming, but there are. But we'll have them spread out so it won't be too much for us. Okay? So if I can't sleep at night, I'm going outside and grounding or exercise. Exercise will tire you out and help to ground you. So go to the gym, even if it's later at night. Go and exercise and then try to sleep. But I'm always like, I want to sleep. I'm always having a talk with my team. Let me sleep. But there are some nights where I don't sleep. I think there were a couple last week where I slept maybe 2 hours and there wasn't anything I can do about that. Except for looking at my bed eagerly during the daytime, hoping and praying for nap time. Yes. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, that's beautiful, that dream about your dad. So here's another ascension symptom you'll have where you have the most intense dreams. Stuff you've never had before. And you don't even know why it's rotating in your brain. So some of your dreams are going to be pretty intense. I ask my angels to pull me out of them as I'm going on the intense path with them, because you're sleeping, right? And all of a sudden the light starts to pull in through all of your chakras and your body doesn't quite know what's happening. So you have these intense dreams. You'll notice a lot of anxiety. Your heart starts to palpitate quicker. You feel like your heart chakra is expanding exponentially because your body doesn't know what's going on. It's kind of like a fight or flight mode. So another thing to do when you can't sleep at night, tapping. It's okay to allow this energy in. It's okay to rest and relax now. All is well. This energy, this light is coming in now. You're talking your body through it. You're talking your body through it. It's okay. Let the energy in. Just relax in. It's okay. And you just talk your body through it. It's okay. And you'll come right down. Do you feel the energy shift already? It's nice and still. Let your body calm down so it can take in this energy. Nice to see you too, Devada. So I wouldn't be concerned if you feel something and then it stops, because depending on what's going on in your life, they're not going to give you too much in that moment. So if you have any stress, if you're overwhelmed in life, if you have something happening in your life that is, really affecting you strongly, they'll just ease off, okay? They're just going to back off. And then when you're relaxed and you're going with the flow, that's when they're going to get you. So they're going to, the more you relax, do the tapping, grounding, the more relaxed you are, self-care, then they're going to bring in the light more. The light will come in because you're nice and relaxed to take it on, take it in. Yeah. Yeah. There's two things that the angels tell me that we can give ourselves on earth while we're here in these bodies, in this lifetime. Two of the best things you can ever give yourself. One is self-love. Self-love. Okay? What's the second one again? Yeah. Asking your team to help you. Because it's a free will zone. So unless you ask, they're sitting there waiting. So ask them to help you with anything and everything. In fact, write down a nice long list of everything you want help with. And I mean anything. There's nothing off limits here. Your mind thinks that you can't bring this, that, and the other in. But in truth, you can. And they know it. So put anything on the list. And it may not come like tomorrow morning, like Christmas. Santa came! But you will inevitably, you've written it down on the list, they've read the list, and now they're getting busy and getting to work to help you. Self-love and asking for help. So who are the energies with Edgar? Mother Mary, Jesus. They're talking about allowing and accepting. You're at a place where you're working on allowing and accepting. Allowing and accepting. It's not just allowing and accepting of the energies around you and who is there to converse with you. This is internal within yourself, allowing and accepting of yourself. They're really happy you're on this path. Really proud of you. Sorry. They're bringing their emotion on me, and it will make me cry in a heartbeat. If we had any inkling of how much they love us, you wouldn't even be able to handle it. You'd just see me sit here and bawl my face off because they love you that much. They're just washing me over with pride that they have for you. They are really proud of you. They're like saying that you're breaking out of your shell. Like you're coming out, you're like blossoming. Like you're just completely coming out now. And they love it. In all ways. Not just a few, but in all ways. They're saying that it takes a lot of courage and strength to walk the path that you're walking. They're saying that you've got some heaviness that they would like to take from you. They want to lift that load from you, okay? So all you have to do in your mind is say, yes, please. And that can be for all of us today. If you have any heaviness that you feel like you want lifted, hand it off to Jesus and Mother Mary so that they can lift it from you. Whew. Let them take it. Took you ages to fall asleep last night. You guys are cracking me up with your comments. Yeah, or you go to sleep and then you wake up and you're like, when I first started the path of ascension, let me tell you what happened. I don't want to scare anybody because it wasn't meant to be scary. In fact, my angels are always soothing me back to sleep. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. But I was looking out my window and I was seeing translucent people walking down the street. And I'm like, that must be a ghost. Cool. You know? And it was like translucent white, and sometimes it was like translucent like blue. And they were just minding their own business. They weren't looking at me or anything. They were just walking down the street. And I mean, there's times where I'm seeing like massive amount of white energy glowing, iridescently glowing, and it's moving from one side of my room. I mean, the whole room. We're not talking about a little sparkle. We're talking about like the whole room lit up, and then back over here slowly. And then I'm like, God, is that you? And then I hear God laughing and saying yes. And I'm like, okay. And then I go back to sleep. It's nothing scary. It's just that I'm not used to seeing certain things, you know? And recently, like about a week ago, when Gabriel shows up, I'll see like a flash of white light. Another friend's grandparents came to visit me, and a flash of white light coming through my patio sliding door where they always come in to talk with me. And then I'm seeing temperature differences around my hand, and I'm seeing, if I just relax my vision, I'm seeing a lot of energy moving around my hand, and then even beside the couch moving. But I know what that is because I can hear them talking, and I feel their presence. I feel their energy. It is my friend's grandparents talking with me. 2019, as you guys recall seeing my channeling about 2019 when I channeled God on my YouTube channel, it's going to be about the light workers being asked to do things that aren't always going to be super comfortable for them. That's what is going to be major shifts and changes. It's going to be like within a month, you're like, who am I? Am I even the same person? You know, like, so you're going to have big changes coming. And the key is just to, hi, Robert. Hi, Suzanne. So you're just going to relax into it. You have two choices in any scenario. You're going to buck the current, or you're going to relax into it. I've done the bucking. It's not much fun. And then you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to stop doing that. Yeah. Here I am. I'm here. Yeah. What do you think about essential oils? Jesus has this. He's doing this. He really likes lavender, coupled with rose quartz crystal, will really help to lift and raise your vibrational frequency. He really is suggesting a rose quartz on your lap to open those lower 3 chakras, so we can get in there. That's what he just said. So you putting that on your lap, the angels told me to do this. A friend of mine sent me this as a gift, and I was like, oh, it's so cool. And my angel said, put it on your lap. And I'm like, what? Why would I do that? Put it by your pubic bone. I'm like, oh, okay. So I put it down my lap, and then I could feel my 3 chakras down lower, opening, expanding. And I felt like this heavy energy coming out and being transmuted into the earth. I'm like, right on, this works pretty good. So I put it down there and right by your pubic bone, because most of us are, from the computer, or we're busy indoors a lot of the time. So how are we going to ground ourselves? That and talking to the earth. You can talk to the earth and ask her to help ground you. But once all those chakras open up and expand, the light can come in to opening and expand them further. So what I'm feeling right now in my journey is a lot of energy coming here, but it's no longer just here, 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 here. It's a connection, like a highway of light, straight down, straight through the center of me, opening and expanding. So it's no longer going to be this chakra, this chakra, this. It's going to be all light. And how cool is that going to be? I just got to hang on for the ride and do a lot of grounding. And so, yeah, absolutely, the essential oils and the crystals, plants indoors, grounding often. Oh, absolutely. I think if you're sick with a cold, I think tapping would, EFT tapping would. I'm like EFT tap on everything, people. It'll help you just come down a notch and ground you and help relax your body. Oh yeah. All right, Tara, we'll see you in a little bit. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jessica. All right, so who's always around Jessica? Who wants to help me do that? I'm coming on and practicing in 30 minutes. So you've got me for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to be practicing after this live as well. Who's with Jessica? They're waving. Jessica, they're waving. It's really cute. Anybody else? Oh, they come and they go. But the ones that are mainly with you are? Yeah. Okay, so Jesus, you want to take this one? I'm wondering about fear of the new technology frequencies coming. He says, do not fret, do not fear anything. Anything. He says, follow this one's lead. I remember feeling fear a lot. Then there was one day I said to myself, well, Jesus isn't scared or fearful of anything. Why am I? And if I have any issues of any kind, I know I got a huge support team. So why am I going to be scared or worried about anything? And in fact, that fear attracts more fear. And that fear attracts more low vibrational frequency. So in that moment, you're going to EFT tap. And then you're going to say, what do I want to attract in my reality? What do I want to attract more of on the planet? Do you remember when Mother Teresa was going out and she was always out on the streets, you know, she was always about peace. Smart woman. She was manifesting peace. None of us are 100% perfect all the time, and Earth isn't about being perfect. It's about a big school that we're learning and growing on. But I personally prefer to have peace, love, and light, and tranquility. And I'm going to bring as many people into that high vibrational energy as possible. And you can shift if you want. And if you don't want to shift and you're not ready, that's okay too. There will be a lot of people on the planet that are not ready to ascend. But I'm going to put myself on camera so that I can channel these high vibrational energies to help these people. And it's not just what I'm channeling, it's also their energy working through the camera. And as they are watching me, they're getting, you know, washed over with high vibrational energy and a lot of heaviness lifted off of them and more light, and they're feeling their angel's energy more after that. You know, it's much more than just even what comes out of one's mouth. Yeah, there you go, Christina. They're not going to give you more than what you can handle in the moment. Right now, this is a top priority, so they're not going to bombard you. So anytime you ever ask them, ever, they hear you. There's never been a moment where an angel has come to me and said, sorry, I didn't catch that. I didn't get that. They hear it like that. Even when I try to connect with someone in, that has crossed over, and they're in a rest chamber, and I'm not allowed to talk with the person because they're resting, and the angel is like this, like, because I'm trying to remote view where they are, and the angel's like, they're resting, and then I'm like, okay, and then the angel says, but I will take your message from you. And so the angel is like going to be the voice message system. Whenever you can't reach someone, the angels will hold on to that, like word for word, and repeat it to the to the soul that you're wishing to connect to. Yes. Is anybody getting a lot of cupping over their ears? Or all of a sudden you get nothing over one, like it's almost like a deafness, a slight deafness. That is what I'm getting a lot of lately as well. Kirsten, let's see how many angels you have with you. You have 14 with a 15th that comes and goes. I'm seeing a little, like, I see a little trainee angel dancing. Wee, wee, woohoo. And this trainee angel is helping the bigger angels. Okay, so trainee angels, you'll see that video on my YouTube channel. I just came across them about 8 months ago. I'm like, what is that? Because all the other angels are so big. And then you see this little 3-foot angel dancing around in bare feet with a little white gown on. And they say, oh, these ones are in training. That's how many angels are coming. We have like ones that are in training. They're still young and they're learning from the other ones, if you want to talk about age. Okay. She can speak with us often as she chooses. We hear her, we hear her, we hear her. And now they're laughing. And I don't want to tell you what they're laughing like. They're like, this is the trainee angel talking to you, Kirsten. I mean, really? That's hilarious. Thank you, Kristen. Now, this is what it's doing. I can't even make that up. Seriously, that's hilarious. Trudy wants to know about iced tea with artificial sweetener in it. It's okay for now, but you will shift out of that. It'll come in stages, and you will lose your taste for it. Thank you, dear one. That's from Jesus. Oh, awesome, Paula. You're seeing sparkles around you. Wonderful. Energy shifting, sparkles, fantastic. Sparkle trails, that's my angels. But sometimes I'll see a lot of energy in one area, and I know Jesus is there. And I'll see it like in gold. Sometimes white, but a lot of gold. Angels. And you have deceased loved ones that are coming to frequently visit you, Paula. They come to visit you and the family. And they're waving. So sit quietly and ask who's there with you, and start writing down who's there with you. Wow, Edwina. Can't even imagine. Let's just be frank. If Jesus really decided to show up in physical form, it would probably bring me to my knees. I don't say that lightly. Yeah, the veil is thinning, okay? And it's individual. So clearly I must be ready for the next opening. and the veil is thinning even more for me. Whereas, everybody's going to go at their own pace. Okay? They call me the way shower. So, so I'm the way shower. So you'll see some of the things that will happen with me, and then you'll say, "Oh, okay." So I'll show you the way, I suppose, in a sense, right? And then you will show others the way, and we will show everyone the way in a high vibrational direction. So, Jessica, your angels are with you, but you have some energies that are coming and going with you. So I don't know if you're calling certain energies in, but they're coming and then they go. Like Gabriel doesn't hang out with me all the time. I got a strong feeling Gabriel's coming in though when I go and practice live next. Kathleen, who is with you? Who's with Kathleen? Jesus. Big time. A lot. Yeah. Yeah, Edgar, I agree with that. If you're talking about yourself there, holy smokes. Archangel Michael just gave me a fist pump and then he went, and he never does that. He just put that right in my face. That's for you, Edgar. He just said that. That's for you, Edgar. Okay, so Kathleen, you got Jesus. You talk with them and they hear you. Mother Mary, too. Yeah, and if the energy is too intense, too much, you just ask them to step back. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to stop. Ascension doesn't stop. It just slows down a little bit. And if you have a lot of stress in your life and you got a lot of pressures, they're just going to ease off of you a little bit. Clearly, I'm available for this next step to happen, and I'm, just needing to take a hot minute and relax so that this can unfold over this next week. Like right now, for example, I'm wide open here, all straight through down my face, into my neck. My chest is all open, straight down, all the chakras right down and out to the earth right now. So that's what's happening with me. I'm like, yes. Always remember, what you focus on, you will manifest. So you may not like something, but ask yourself, what do you like? What do you want? And focus in that direction. Even if it means just being quiet and not adding to the negativity. That is an action. That's observing. Awesome, Kimberly. Kimberly, your angels are so strong, so strong. You may want to ask them to come in slowly as to not have the effects. And I think they're really strong, but I also feel like your chakras are really open, so you're also getting the impacts of them when they come near. So what are the best ways to hear your angels for Kimberly? Call us forth. Speak with us often. We will guide you when the time arises. Thank you, dear one. See, right now your angels know how I feel, and they're at a distance, and I can still hear them, no problem. So just talk with them, maybe at a distance, or you can have them close, but ask them to tone down their energy a little bit, because they can open, and then you're like, all Archangel Michael has to do is go and send energy, and it hits me here, and then I'm like, okay, the message is, Edgar, he's giving you a fist bump right now with a firework. So all they have to do is send that energy your way, and then you pick up on the you pick up on, like, even if you're not getting, you'll get maybe a visual, maybe you'll get some words, still mind, quiet mind. Or you'll get, when maybe they're not happy about something that's happening right then and there, you'll get like a, like, do you want to take that route? Do you want to take that path? Or a, go for it, go, yes, that's great, go. But that's like your internal guidance system. They're just guiding you off from the side. Oh, Kimberly, your angels are so flippin'. I don't think you're gonna have any problems, Kimberly. It's just going to be a matter of practice, having a quiet mind. You can use the angel cards and then sit and don't look at the booklet, and just quietly write down the words that you're receiving in your mind. In that moment, you're going to be like, oh, I don't know if I'm getting that right. Sweep it. Sweep that. Just go with it. Go with the flow. Just do it. And don't second guess it. Even if you get it wrong in that moment, it won't matter, because they're going to correct it in the next couple days anyways. And they do. Don't compare yourself to other people, Bernadette. Don't ever compare yourself to other people. In fact, my angel tells me, don't focus on other people. She says that to me. And I agree. Practice. Practice often. And if you would like any layers lifted from you, any heaviness, your team is ready to take that. They would prefer that you just leave it as an open door. Like, any heaviness here, anything that is no longer serving my highest and best good, any density, please remove this now and transmute it into the light. And you can do that often as you need. Oh, you did an activation the other night. Fantastic. I agree with you. First things first, my strongest clair is my clairsentience. So I'm sensing in my body, does it feel open and light, or does it feel closed down and tight? And all I get is this lightness when you ask that question. It was divinely guided. That's what I'm hearing. And it was very good for you to do this. And the outcome or the results of that is really good. And it's not just for you two. You think that you have done this just for you two, or maybe you guys are doing it for you two plus many others. It's impacting others globally, the work that you just did with that activation. Do you know that? That's what they're telling me. Isn't that wild? What a wild ride that is. Yes, cupping. I'm getting cupped on both ears right now. Cupping and ringing tells me in the moment someone's right at your ear and they want to talk to you. So as soon as that's happening, it's like somebody coming and saying, I want to talk to you. I'm ready to come and talk to you now. So what do you do in that moment? I mean, you can sit there and allow them to keep cupping your ears and putting ringing in your ears. But I prefer to sit down with a still mind and write down some words that are coming into your mind and start to practice hearing them. The words will form, and it may sound like your own internal voice, but you are not the one forming the words. And even the words that are being used will sound angelic. They won't sound like the words that you typically use. I don't say arises. That's not a word that I use. Who is always with you, Indigo? Let's practice together. Who is always with Indigo? Who's with indigo? Hi, Chris. I'm answering questions if anybody has questions, and then I'm practicing live, and I'll be coming off at 5/2 and then coming back on. Yeah. Fantastic, Patty. That is your team right there with that ringing. Awesome. This is what I noticed with the ringing. It would go ringing, ringing. Okay, and that went for like friggin' a year or two. Ringing, more ringing. And then it would go ringing, 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 ringing all the time. Like it ramped up and then nothing. Where'd the ringing go? Where'd ringing go? No ringing. And I rarely have ringing now. And so what that indicated, because I asked my angels, where'd the ringing go? And they said, your ear chakras are opening. So you're not going to get the ringing. We're going to come right in here through your ear chakras. I said, oh, okay. So I don't get the ringing. So pay attention to that ringing when it ramps up and then it eases off. Oh, Sherry, I think we know everybody's there with you. I'm coming down indigo, and I love to hear what everybody thinks as to who's around indigo. Is it female energy? Is it male energy around indigo? Ask the question and let them put it in. Feel, is it female or masculine? Pat, so okay, here we go. Sherry, you just got like everybody there with you. I think you know that though. I don't think I'm telling you anything that you don't already know. The angels are skipping in a line and singing and waving their hands. So Sherry, you've got them all. They're all with you. Okay, I'm moving down to the bottom. Who is with indigo? Summer. Awesome. Archangel Michael. Indigo's like, ring, ring, ring. Hello, Michael, are you there with me? Yes, yes. What would you like me to do? Oh, okay, I'll go out to my tree. Michael is with indigo. Yes. Likely Gabriel's coming in too, but the top three that I get are Archangel Michael, Jesus, Eric. Well, you know Gabriel's not far behind. And now Eric's trying to crack one on my right. He's putting a lot of pressure right here on the side of my head and into my ear, and actually into my face. He's doing this to you, Indigo. Peace out. He wants me to do this. Peace out off camera. That's Eric moving off camera. Mm-hmm. Eric says he loves hanging out with you, Indigo. He friggin' loves hanging out with you. You're his kind of guy to hang out with. He loves the music. He loves your personality. Your humor. Yeah. But you're also a down-to-earth, sweet-natured guy. A kind person. And he loves hanging out with you. So I guess this is the time we should set Indigo up with someone on here. Like, if you're single and you want to anybody who lives in London and is single, just kidding. Well, that's the way Eric's like, that's the way Eric's setting it up right now, seriously. And anything else? He likes dancing when you play the music. In your apartment or when you go out. Oh, he is so in my ear right now. Whew, the pressure. Okay. Every single one of you who is asking with me, who's with me? Your whole team of angels. And this is usually around, it can be anywhere from 14 to 25. Then you've got the archangels popping in. And you can't mistake in that because it's a very strong energy. It's much stronger. Unless your angel's trying to get your attention, then your angel will open up and expand and you'll be like it's beyond comprehension of what your experience, like what you felt before. But usually an archangel, Gabriel will come down and come right, like he'll get your attention. Gabriel's very strong. Michael's more masculine, will come up on the side more. There have been times where I ask Archangel Michael to walk me home at night, and he'll link his arm around my arm, and it's like this electrical, just straight electricity around my arm, and then I know he's walking me home. So if you want them to make their presence known, they will, but they're not going to give you too much more than what you're ready for in the moment. So if it takes a little longer with some of you, that's on them. That's what they feel is best for you. But if you want to really sense and feel their energy, like right now, I'm just getting it really good right now. Could you ease that off? You can ask them to step back if it's too much, and you can ask them to step closer and turn it up if you need to. Turn it up, turn it louder. The biggest message for you, Vicky, and I feel like this is for everyone, is we love you. That is the biggest message. And that's the 90% of the time, the first time I watch people start to channel right in front of me, they're like, we love you. And I'm like, that's the 90% of the time, the first thing they hear from their team of angels. We love you. The second thing will be, we're always here with you. And then they're keep practicing. Because they know with the practice, you will get the telephone line on, and then you'll actually start to get it. And it might be different for you. You think about your clairs. My strongest clairs was not clairvoyant, that was last. Wasn't clairaudient, that was second to last. It was clairsentience, feeling, and claircognizance, ideas, information, a knowing would come into my mind. So clairvoyance was like, came online in the middle of 2017, and it pretty much was Jesus opening my crown chakra to hear. And I was like, whoa. It was different than what I thought it would be. It's very visual. They hand gestures. They're even pulling up things that had happened in my lifetime to help someone that I'm having a reading with, and they're putting this scenario, and I'm like, you want me to talk about this? Yes, we do, because it's going to help this person with what they are discussing with you in that moment. They communicate so quickly, it's quicker than the blink of my eye. That's how fast they can talk to me. And I'm like, slow it down, please. Human brain here. Awesome. Anytime somebody tells me their ears are cupping a lot, or there's ringing and it comes and goes, or I'll even notice some souls that come and communicate through me, they'll like pull like pop, and then it's silent, and I'm like, that's how they're getting my attention. It's really interesting. Okay, so if you're just beginning to start out on this path, most definitely it will be your team of angels that are doing this, first and foremost. Once you get a hang of communicating with your angels, then your angels will allow in others, usually. Unless there is something urgent coming from a loved one that's coming to you. But that's probably going to be like when you're looking at their picture and you're thinking about them, or you're talking to them. If you're talking to a loved one that's crossed over, they hear you the second that you're talking to them. And if they're busy or if they're resting, their angels are taking that message and making sure it gets to them. Nothing is unheard. Never. Do you want to say anything about that? Boy, okay, sorry. Yeah, Eric wants to say something about that. I should have known. It's Eric's show now. We hear everything. Everything. Every word. Every thought that enters your mind. Everything. That's all. That's all. Oh, God, Eric's cracking me up. Indigo, you got a lot of masculine energy with you, which I think is white boy dancing. Literally, he does do that. He's like this, woo, dancing around my place. Woo! He's like, stop making fun of me. Kristen, that's what he's doing to me right now, Kristen. Jason started it. Go to Jason. Oh, that's hilarious. Yep. Fantastic, Paula. Don't doubt it. You got a pressure in your left ear. You asked, who is it? You heard Gabriel. I'm getting this. It's Gabriel. Summer. I don't want to see it. Oh, yeah. What do you want to say about marijuana? Do you want to say anything about marijuana? Some of you will use it like a crutch, like, because you'll need it to slow your minds down and to chill the fuck out. But that won't be forever. Just like alcohol with this one. But that wasn't forever, was it? Now he's laughing. Now he's giving it to me. He says, where all of you are heading, you won't need drugs to feel good. You'll feel good all the time. And this stream of energy that's going to be coming forth into your bodies is going to make you feel good all the time. Kristen's heard this before. I have. I know what he's going to say. He's saying that, years into the future, we won't need to sleep as much. We won't need to eat as much food as we once did. We may even be drawn to like smoothies and shakes rather than solid food, and that's okay because the light is going to be. He's calling it penetrating our bodies. Okay, Eric, I think we can cap off on that wording. So I'm going to come back on live with Ghislaine from Australia, and I'll see you here in a few moments. You going to hang out too with that? Yep. He says he isn't going anywhere. He says, nice to see you all again. Now he's waving. All right. Okay. We'll see you in a little bit.